I am homeless on the point of damages to an apartment that is being rented and charged extortion. That means I'm renting an apartment, and when I'm done paying the rent, I'll let the office know what I'm going to do. And then the office is charging extortion that they don't know anything about me having a say in whether or not I pay rent. If I don't pay the rent, I can get out immediately without any notice. Well, I have problems with that as God. I don't actually have the threatening done for the full um, about 30 years that I've been paying rent extortion. And I don't have any karma with the threatening that I have to live with somebody who's not myself because that's what's wrong with you. Yes, you all want to live alone, and you unfortunately have to live with someone else you don't admit materialized a key that fit into the same door as you, and they just walked in and stayed, and they continue to use their key. And you think that I'm going to accept the answer that some one of you just asked me for a copy of my key, and I would say that's how all of you live together. I don't say that here, but elsewhere's where do the keys come from before you use a key cutter to copy a key to share with somebody else who has the same key? People who live together who have the same keys uh, that fit the same door locking. Where do they come from is what we didn't really establish. So I don't want to use the key cutter for that. I don't know where the key comes from. So I'm out of the key cutter at this time. I don't go to the key cutter to get a copy of a key. The one that I know I could use now is a bus ride from here to Walmart. They have a key cutter. Did you just burp? Father. I am burping because I'm angry. I don't have karma to be here. The key cutter at Walmart is you insert the cash and it is just automatic. You can set your key in it in the position of the machinery, the key cutter. But it's like boxed in. That's the last one I saw. That it's like a vending machine of sorts of key cutting a key. So there's no attendant to the key cutter. And I don't afford it. That there is such a thing. It should be deceased out of the Walmart. But then my key is cut myself. I have a key that's cut here. So I don't afford that the key cutter exists because it's leverage against myself that I have to give out a copy of a key. And when elsewheres I needed a copy of a key to my own house because I didn't have a way to get into that. My house was locked after school and after gymnastics or before gymnastics, after. I was in gymnastics at the time I needed a copy of a key to my own house. When was I doing that? I don't know. I'm going to say about age 10, 11, and 12. Something like that. And then I did gymnastics maybe starting at age 10 or 9, possibly. So there's something wrong with what I said about myself. Is it 8? Yeah, maybe. I was Camp Interlochen is where I learned gymnastics first, and then I went to a gym after that, which is elsewhere. Camp Interlochen is northern Wisconsin, and the gym that I went to for gymnastics was in Milwaukee, both in Brown Deer, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and then in Fox Point, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So that's so long ago, but that's when I asked for a copy of a key to my house. And I don't have afford for the money because it was elsewhere as homeless and the threatening. That means I don't actually need the key cutters in view right now, and I can't remove the key cutter from the Walmart because it's in view there, and I don't decease that with myself. It's interest, there's leverage and interest on the key cutter itself. And I don't need it for this front door lock, so I need myself deceased out of the threatening that the formed world is in view of a lot of illegal alive human being shunts who don't believe in myself because they don't have money to believe in me. They don't have money for me. So they're due elsewheres in prisons. If you are a shunt, you are due in a prison. That if you have a key on you, that's because there's a gun, not because you have a key because you want to be wealthy. You're a shunt and you're wealthy. That's not an order. Yeah, you can't fire a rocket and die. That's how everybody on the news who's going on the rockets, which would be like Jeff Bezos and William Shatner and Katy Perry. They've been on a rocket and returned alive. You don't die that way because you're illegal alive shunt of human being that doesn't have any money value. You were due immediately homeless and in prison. You're not really due in doing a super abduction thieving of the stolen alive and go on a rocket. The stolen alive isn't going to kill you with the rocket. The stolen alive isn't going to kill you. You have illegal genitals that die homeless, and you're trying to put your illegal genitals on a rocket and go for a ride. You want to be a space tourist with your illegal genitals. You still don't know how to put them in jail and prison so that you don't do more money crimes with having been a tourist in outer space. Jeff Bezos came back from being threatened that he's just dangerous, and he went on space tourism, and he has some divorce from an old girlfriend, and then he has a new girlfriend that he's married to, like a second marriage. And there's no such thing as that. You have a penis and you're homeless. You don't have a girlfriend. You're not a tourist in outer space. You have a penis and you're homeless. That's what a penis is. It's homeless. And why aren't you just wasting your time homeless anyway, even if you don't know that you have a penis goes homeless? Why aren't you just homeless? You are an abomination of the order that God created a penis to be homeless. If you're not myself, you're homeless. I don't actually want to inspect your genitals. If you're alive and you're not myself, you're homeless. Whatever your genitals, including if you're an animal with animal genitals, that's homeless. Hurry up because I don't need genitals on myself anymore because it's homeless.